Testing. Hello, 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 hello. Something calmer than that. Testing. Hello, 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 hello. All right. What's going on, everybody? Today is Thursday. Today is Thursday. Today is afternoon. Today is early. Today is this. Today is that. Welcome, everybody. I'm your boy Element Reptile. What's up? Basically, no one knows I exist. There's only two people watching. Honestly, no one else. Perhaps these people are just gonna probably just scur away. I'm not saying don't, or will. Go ahead. I'm drawing. You know, I'm lonely as shit. Anyways, I'm gonna be. It's a live stream today. I am gonna be right now. I am doing a new artwork on this behalf. I'm doing a new illustration. I'm also wanting to do other illustrations too. I've held it back a lot. I haven't been making uploading new arts recently, so I wanted to kind of make up for the whole haul because because we already did been drawing a lot, and but none of them are really art worthy. That's the thing. Some of my most of the like the Ahegao sketches are not as worthy as I seem to upload. That's my problem. And though I have to post many things on YouTube, but there's a lot of things I have to posting. I'm posting it on Facebook. I'm posting on YouTube. You're posting on Instagram. You're posting on X. And then now, I mean, how many other apps do I have? I mean, bro, I need to have a breather. Besides, I'm getting a little too addicted. Well, I have been addicted for the past 5 years. Twitter, TikTok. Well, actually, no, I did. Well, because I have an X account. Well, before that, Twitter. We're still gonna say Twitter. We're gonna say Twitter. We're gonna say X, Twitter, whatever. We're saying Twitter, right? So, I mean, it's been around for a long time. Now, let's get to it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like, subscribe to the channel, and here we go with my new art. Yani Neko. But not just a Yani Neko I'm doing right now. It's a Yani Neko Ghost in the Shell fusion. That I want to do. Fun fact, guys. Yeah, I know you guys. Those who don't not know what music I'm listening to is a Fruitiger Arrow. I'm just hoping that this Fruitiger Arrow music is kind of hope it doesn't affect copyright. I hope. It better not affect copyright, please God. Please to God. But we're doing Yani Neko, guys. I have, the new episode of the Chainsmoker cat just got shown up on Netflix. So yeah, I have to see now. Oh, I'm gonna probably have to. I want to rewatch the entire rewatch from episode 1, 2, and until back to 3 till I gotta get ready to get myself refreshed again. I'm getting over encumbered by watching Chainsmoker Cat, and but I have yet to see the new Ghost in the Shell remake by Science Saru, all that kind of good stuff. And I was wondering, and I always had that idea of, because I've seen people making crossovers and making trends, and I said, and right. Most likely, I can't keep up with. I don't actually. I really don't keep up with it. I don't keep up with the new trends because I just get lazy. I get really lazy. So you know what? I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go and make a trend, and do a fusion, forgetting that I am a person that loves fucking crossovers, yo. I forgot. Damn. Didn't I forget? Why haven't I? Did I remind myself that I love freaking crossovers? What happened? Well, this is the day. This is the moment of clarity for me. So I said, okay, I ball. There's a little thing called fuck it. I fucking ball. Fuck it, I fucking ball, right? So let's fucking ball. Let's fucking ball. We're doing Yani Neko in a fusion of Kusanagi Motoko. I always forget that name. Now, I like that. There was something in me about, when I saw Ghost in the Shell, I didn't realize of the type of the cosplay I was watching. I was a little boy. I watched the original Ghost in the Shell on Toonami and Adult Swim, and I was so fascinated with the entire cyberpunk kind of like theming in the world of cyberpunk, and it was just but I couldn't get the name out of my head as a kid. I was like, bro, I wanted to be like Ghost in the Shell, because I know and I watched Ghost in the Shell back in the day. I know, just like I watched Death Note, just like I watched um, Inuyasha and Adult Swim, and of course, the typical commercial ones like Dragon Ball, Naruto, Yu Yu Hakusho, and Pokemon, and this and this and this and that. I've been that, but I think two of my favorite animes that I liked, aside to as well, not to mention Bleach as well, was Ghost in the Shell. I was so enamored by that. It's because of the cyberpunk. It was something different. Now, now everybody um, disregarded the OG anime, or the OG, like, yeah, 90s anime of Ghost in the Shell, because it wasn't the accurate one. It was not the original 90s one that you see out of PlayStation 1. It was authorized by Masamune Shido, the artist who made that design, and probably did make the part of the manga for the anime production of Ghost in the Shell, was was Masamune Shido. But the other creator of Ghost in the Shell, fuck, man, I'm twitching again, shit. Anyways, but the anime creator, the original creator, was someone else. I think it was someone else, because the design the designs for Matoko was vastly different than the designs of Masamune Shido. So it had to be someone else. I mean, he made the art for Ghost in the Shell, Masamune Shido, until he goes back to drawing goon shit, goonery, very epic goon material. And you know what? I'm a big fan of that. I'm a big advocate for goon material. Man, look at the successor. Look at the guy, the illustrator for Shiba Yugi. The art style and everything was Neko Metaru. But before that, this bitch drew hentai. And I'm a big veteran. I'm a huge veteran of that. On God. So what caught the world off guard about seeing the on the behalf of anime, because now anime is trying to, we're ignoring the censorship, we're ignoring the whole problematic, like backlash and stuff. You know what? They're not gonna listen. They're not gonna listen anymore. Because they have been submitted to a very tough and long distance of things, of these tourisms. And anime tourism is still a kind of like a problem over there, because like the fan people who still hate, still to this day, are super pissed that the new season of Mushoku Tensei came out because it's a diddler anime. They have not yet. They have never heard. They heard the animes like Fate. No, Monogatari, Bakemonogatari. That stuff. I, if they no, our product, matter of fact, they probably did. They probably did heard of Monogatari, or because they call it now. They calling it. No, they did. Diddy Katari now. They're calling it Diddy Katari because they're not used to a topic. They're not used to themes. They're not used to a category that is not typically shonen. Wait a minute. Isn't Mushoku Tensei has a bit of some of shonen into the isekai, as they say. And on top of that, he's a family man, right? But I think they had also had other problems too, where for example, the sister of Rudius, right? They said, hey, what you like? She was happy that she can't. Her big brother, her Oni-chan, came back and said, hey, like what do you like? What do you prefer? A breakfast, shower, or perhaps me? And a lot of people got, and well, not a lot of people, only half of the world, half of the Mashoko Tensei community decided to drop the anime because they just didn't understand. They couldn't handle it. Majority of those people are tourists. But that's when I came into like shit like a Chainsmoker Cat, like I talked about Chainsmoker Cat. Yeah, I don't know if anybody's ever heard or ever talked about it or probably seen my stream or no man. I'm a ghost basically. I got one nice little fan is his he's out there enjoying summer vacation and all that good shit. I'm here, trying to save up my money because I need to pay for my bills. Shit. Either way, um, as I said about Chainsmoker Cat, that anime plus the new one coming up in Netflix, Jimoto Psycho, which is the most ratchet anime out there. I don't know who's more ratchet. Yeah, Chainsmoker Cat, or they call it Yani Neko, or Jimoto Psycho. Yeah, we're kind of torn between going to enjoy an anime about a cat girl, you know, and 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 oh, hold on a second. I'm totally focused about this. Okay, let me say that again. We're kind of stuck between a cat girl and her freaking nicotine addiction versus a bunch of lolly characters doing fentanyl and going hard on the trenches. I mean, like we have a bunch of we have two women, like two schoolgirls, two little girls doing illicit activities, and then a cat girl who is struggling with her smoking addiction and the health problems, and the result to them health problem to those problems. It was wild to realize that in Japan people were dropping. People completely regress that the Chainsmoker Cat, because people were regressing up against Chainsmoker Cat and they dropped that anime. It was kind of crazy because usually such animes that are considered problematic here in the West would be considered so chill and fine because it's television, it's a show. Well, now it's up to a point where even that freaking Buddha head Joey Bissinger, well, half Buddha head, like he's half Japanese, like Joey Bissinger, he talked about it. He had to talk about it because just how far, because of just how controversial it is. Because it's about, because all the anime was about is, what happens when you are on the addiction of smoking you're in a certain addiction, because there are other cat girls who have their own addictions, and that was the result to it, you know. Whereas what's going on, freaking the apparently the problematic anime Mushoku Tensei is about a guy who's starting over in another world, even though he was born after being killed off in the first episode. Uh, he was resurrected, and he created a life of himself, like a new story for himself. But he still has the old soul. He still has his conscious soul inside of Rudeus. Right? He was another before Rudeus. He was just a lonely 30-year-old Japanese person, but who stopped the thug and died for it. I mean, the person died and he's coming back, but even though he still has his consciousness, does that? Why do you think that this is pedophilic? Because of his intentions or something? No, that doesn't go that way. Let's just say if that second episode of Ghost in the Shell, what has that when people saw that the fan service scene where Motoko and her girlfriends are enjoying at a VR show on a VR site, and they were, definitely going down and dirty with it. I mean, people were just going bonkers in a good way. People were going like, oh, hell yeah, I love Yuri. But the moment when they talk about the fans, when it comes to the fan service of Mushoku Tensei, they just say, bro, we are up in arms. We're going to hang you like we're going to hang Diddy. We're going to hang you and this and that. They're going to go ballistic. They're going tribal. It's about the name of God, Ra, and anime tourism and some shit like that. But I don't want to bring out some drama. I'm not trying to bring out drama about this. I'm just trying to bring out the obvious fact, that's the obvious pattern that's going on. And then of course the Chainsmoker cat. Now there's those same people who probably are introduced to Chainsmoker cat are kind of like bamboozled of what they're seeing. Anime tourists who are probably shonen heads, I know there's a couple of them actually watching Chainsmoker Cats, and I'm not gonna, and there's no denying that they are definitely gonna see the third episode, and there's gonna be reactions to that. I'm gonna be watching the first two episodes again, because usually my schedule would be I wait for 3 weeks until the 3 episodes come out. That's my routine in anime. When it comes to having a good anime, I wait for 3 weeks. If I wait 1 week after another, then it's just, it's going to be tiresome, because, these animes leave out cliffhangers. Anime leave cliffhangers for me. So I'm like, no. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to go, this step by step, just like I did with Shiba Yugi. This is what I did with with Dandadan. That's what I did with Jujutsu Kaisen, and then of course that's what I did with this other anime, Heavenly Delusion, right? Is wait for 3 episodes and then watch it. So I'm gonna wait for the 3rd episode of the Ghost in the Shell remake, and then I'm gonna be watching all 3 episodes, first 3 episodes. Didn't I think that same thing I did with I forgot the Nier Automata, the Nier Automata anime too, and of course everything else across the moon. That's literally that's the routine. I think, I don't know, maybe other anime weebs that like me say that, or probably it's just only me. However, yeah, I just got the battery. I got the battery warning. Bullshit. However, it depends on you whether you or not are going to, it's up to you, the audience. Are they willing to like to see the Chainsmoker cat? I mean, I'm definitely watching Chainsmoker cat because it's something different. I'm already kind of trying to get past that typical shonen anime as much as I can, and I do, and I definitely do. I'm looking at comedy, I'm looking at mystery. I looked at suspense, and I thank God as a kid I was introduced to Death Note, and I was introduced to Chain Ghost in the Shell. Which yes, Ghost in the Shell was action, but it was a different thing than just the typical Naruto. It was different than Naruto. You know, I was introduced. Oh man, shit! I'm not gonna lie. I would say this too. I was introduced to Kill a Kill, but it was a battle. It was like a sci-fi magical school battle anime somewhere somehow. But it was different. It wasn't there was no promotion. I would be so LARPing if I said I did not realize about the Tenji Muyo, which I'm gonna draw next. I fucking, oh my god, I don't know. I'm stuck between that dark skinned girl and fucking Ryoko. And hey, if you're gonna call me a creep, call me a creep. But somewhat Sanami, because she's so innocent and clings on to Tenji. Very clean. But there's just something about it. It's kind of cute. Maybe funny. I mean, shit, bro. Uh-oh. I lost my brown skin card because I said the words cute and funny, which gives off the bad signal, that I'm not one of my people anymore. Oh shit. Prop for Darkness. You got another one. We got another one. Anyway. Just trying to get the. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Well, do I really want to add the grays? Do I really want to add the grays? Yes, I should, because that's my coloring art. Now I already finished this, like the tracing beforehand, because hours get too long and all that stuff. Because I gotta get prepared for lunch. I work really early. I work from 5:30 to 9. Or 5, or sometimes no, actually 5:30 to 5 to 9 actually. So I don't really get that much sleep. Like I get sleep, a sufficient amount of sleep, but it's even up to me. So I need the ringtone. I need to get alarm clocked and everywhere. I mean, shit. It's a whole different thing. But let's put that aside. Let's put that shit aside, okay? I want to talk about more of the Chainsmoker cat shit. I could have, man, I should draw Shiba Yugi, but I'm drawing too much at Japanese people. Well, actually, no, stop that. I haven't, I haven't drawn the animes, the Peruvian anime characters from Regresa de los Dioses, Return of the Gods, or in the Quechua language, Apucanyapa Kutimunyin. Those got that one. That's the original kind of like title of it, because they want to keep the Incan language, the Quechua language over there, using the for their anime. Much like which they could have had it like the somewhat anime, but you know what? I'm gonna call it anime because there was an opening for us. Onyx Equinox. I've talked about Onyx Equinox. They left that show in a cliffhanger. They're not doing season 2 because not many people realized it. Probably people were watching it, but there wasn't any hate. It's because they did not promote it the shit out of it, man. They did not promote it, and the way it was animated was unknown. I did, Besides that, I did watch the Netflix of anime of Devil May Cry, which is freaking outrageous. But you know what? I never played the games, okay? I never played the goddamn freaking Devil May Cry, all right? So as a tourist of Devil May Cry, I actually enjoyed it. All right. Remember, I'm fence sitting on this B. I'm literally fencing on this B. I never watched it. I never did. I would even tell you to your face that I'll be willing to enjoy freaking Kingdom Hearts if Kingdom Hearts has an anime. If Disney dared, but I don't think they will. I don't think those people will do that. But if they do, dale, because they need it. They need it in for Disney World, man. They really need it for Disney World. Actually, number. Shit. This part right here. Where's the direction? Where's the direction to this? Okay. Fuck. Now I don't know the direction, but fuck it. Okay. Like it looks wrong, but damn, I forgot the direction on that one. Anyways, that's I think that's far enough for the shading, and that's pretty much right there. That's pretty much right there. No, right here. Okay. Stop right there, homeboy. Ya. Cálmase y párase, chucha. Dale. A ver. Yeah, so right there. So yeah, like I said, you know, Chainsmoker Cat, the new episode's coming in. I actually did, mind you too, I didn't read all of it, the manga, which is an I was watching it on a free manga site, but I'm not gonna say it. No, and it's, thank God, it's protective, it's safe, it's it's protective, it's safe, it doesn't get me effective, it's free. I'm not saying the name for the safekeeping of, you know, for freedom and freedom to read for that website. I'm not gonna say the name. You gotta find it yourself. Unless the person for anybody who's watching this stream knows the name. Give me a name. Like, give me a manga site that you guys are good to watch. But I'm not saying please do it. I'm not saying when or not saying how. It's your decision to say it. If you don't want to say it, good choice. If you do want to say it, okay, another good choice. Another good choice. You know, manga is to be shared. Manga is to be shared. That's enough. All right here. So, got this guy right here. Whoa. It's getting the shadows right. Nice shadows right. Oh shit. It's pretty good. Nope. Nah, just let it alone. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. See that? Now I got the shadow right. I don't want distractions. Oh man, I forgot to even change the name. Yani Makoto. Yani Makoto. There you go. It's a fusion, so. Wait, what does she had? Because she has thigh highs. Those thigh highs get me going. get me acting up. Really, like, them thigh highs get me acting up, homie. Them thigh highs get me acting up. She had this and kind of like that. I don't remember. But we're gonna keep it that as to be. She has a, but I did it, yeah. So I was like, got this, and then everything else, you know. If you guys do like to talk about more about it, yeah, go ahead. Because I am still gonna talk about it. Even though I'm gonna talk about it either way, because I don't want things to be silent. I don't want the world to be silent on me. It's not my thing. It's not my thing. It's literally not my thing. You know? Do I feel need for it? Do you feel the need for it? No, go ahead. You know, I am drawing what I'm drawing, you know? I'm staying very good composure. Despite the fact that I'm drawing very articulate things. Just trying to get to this area. Wait, what did I have? Yeah, that part. I think that could have made a good match. Interesting. Anyways. Shit loading. So I would say too, yeah, again, you know, there is that typical problematic kind of concourse, always in of course in the same old Reddit, in the same old TikTok, in the same old, you know, X, same old this, same old that, same old this, same old that, same old this, same old that. And it's like, when these people ever just quit? Really, like, when these people ever just quit? Is it just a show? Or I should say, you know, when would these people just ever learn to, you know, drop the anime, which most would do, and switch to a new one? They can't. Some of the people who are shonen heads, they don't do that. Some of them don't do that. They don't choose to because they need content. They need you know, material. They need material to react because they got you know, a fan base. Versus those who actually enjoy it. I don't know I'm available to even watch Chainsmoker Cat live or record it because you know, I don't have that sort of luxury. I think I don't know. I don't have the luxury for that. I'll tell you. I really don't have that luxury. Yeah, that has to be done perfectly by someone else, and that has a fan base somewhat. That's just my opinion because I don't have that fan base. That is, you know, it has the luxury of watching Chainsmoker Cat. But if they do, if you guys do, I'm allowed. Then I guess support me. I'm a shit, bro. I'm. It sucks that I can't watch Ghost in the Shell. Oh wait, unless Ghost in the Shell is on Netflix to watch, or on Hulu. But this TV does not have Hulu. Yeah, that TV does not have Hulu. So I'm kind of like stuck between watching, not watching, and not just that. I'm really, you know, I watched already the Fate Strange Fake on the Crunch, on Netflix a bit, but I do so badly. I don't know if they do have it. No, do they have it? The Sentence to Be a Hero. Yeah, do they have Sentence to Be a Hero in Netflix? Because, you know, Netflix is bringing out, did that partnership with Crunchyroll, despite, you know, completely deleting off Black Lagoon within a heartbeat, and not telling the world about that, including despite, uh, another thing they did. Oh yeah, deleting ownership or taking out physical discs. So that means everybody needs to pay for the subscriptions of Crunchyroll, which I very digress. That's why I don't have Crunchyroll, because I really wanted it. I really want that Crunchyroll. I really want that good Crunchyroll respect, but they do not have respect. Let us find out, be real. These motherfuckers don't have respect from who they are. Why don't they? Why would? Why would they need us? Would they need our money? Why would they should have our money? For completely taking away the ownership of physical media. Physical media is something, I still have the old, the first oldest, I mean old DVDs. We're talking old DVDs of of course, Ray Harryhausen movies. I still have the old the first the 2000 CD discs for Ray Harryhausen movies. I think Jurassic Park. I do have some from that are like literally bootleg. Oh my god, I remember the damn bootlegged movie eras, bro. The piracy eras, bro. I remember going to a guy's some guy's video store that is completely pirated. I mean, bro, you do not know, bro. I'm born in '99. I remember there was a time at the time, right? People were just pirating in public, bro. Piracy was all over the place, bro. I remember a time. This was back in shit. This was when I was so small. I was super small. I was a jit. I was a little jit. I think around 2010, right? Between 2010 and 2011, I would walk to, like, I would have a good mile walk, right? Because I gotta walk my dog, and my mom would give me money, right, to go buy purchase some videos, right, or some movies. And I said, like, okay, but what do you want? I'm like, let's go, get yourself a movie and enjoy, bro. And and I did. I said, oh, okay, here it is. But don't freaking lose it or else, right? And I'm like, okay, understood. So I went there, and I would go to a video store by a plaza, and right, that's kind of like a 2 mile, like 3 block neighborhood, like street block walk, because it was right there. And I remember going to this guy's store. He had a lot of pirated manga, and they had a lot of animes that were from the 90s, that were just very mature, very, like very dark mangas and animes that were like they're like, yeah, that were not available for kids. But I remember back in the days, they still didn't they these people play Kite when back in those video stores in America. But that guy's video store, he had everything pirated. I mean, this guy literally would go to film studios, right? He would go to theaters, either in America or outside to Latin America, and it would be recorded. Like, he would film it illegally, and then he would, distribute it in the video stores, right? He would take all the footage that he recorded in his camera, and we're talking about like those little digital camcorders that are like medium sized, the back, because this was in the 2000s. This was like at the late end of the 2000s and to the early 2010s. It was 2010, right? He would record that to the theaters, and I remember watching, pirated pirated movies, right? Like of The Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor, which was in 2008, that he recorded legally in the theater. We're talking about LimeWire music, right? That they said, okay, here's how to get LimeWire, but you have to pay me for that music. That it was actually he had a machine he had kind of like a tape recorder, or like a recorder to record the music. and then he would put it in a CD album. This guy was hustling. I'm telling you, people in the day was hustling when they were doing the piracy era in the 2000s. And we were watching like, like pirated versions of, Wally or pirated versions of the new Transformers movies, right? Watching pirated like movies like the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to the Batman, Batman, the Dark Knight Rises. No, not Batman Begins, but the Dark Knight Rises, because he already had the original ones. And then we will watch 70s movies. He also had a cassette of very old movies that I actually like the 1970s, because I used to like looking at Bruce Lee and Tony Jaa and like Ong Bak and shit, right? But he had those, right? But then he had, some movies or some series or clips, right, that he piratedly recorded in illegally in public, and we would buy that. My mom and dad would take me there. We would buy a cheap version rather than going to a theaters that it cost a lot at the time, because at the time we between 2000 and the 2008 to 2000 to 2010, we were the world was completely like like economically trying to recover from the stock crisis, like the stock crisis, the economic stock crisis that really affected, I think, like most people in businesses. It affected jobs, it affected households. The stock crisis was kind of big. I didn't consider it as a 9/11 moment, because I'm a person born in '99, and 9/11 was not really on my mind until I saw the images of it in the computer, and that days, those were the days. I'm telling you that, man. Those were the days. God damn, people were just pirating, literally pirating. There was even, we would go to family art festivals or like local little festivity areas, right? And that's stores, and there would be stores of just piracy, of pirated videos, pirated video games, pirated this. There were even pirated animes. These people actually pirated and would record on screen, then put it in a disk drive, right? That would sync, and that shit would take days. That shit would literally take days, and then they would sell it. Like they would distribute it in his stores, say, "Hey, here's this anime I watched." Right? That's when I first saw one of my favorite anime. One of the most anime that I saw when I was pirated was this anime called Basilisk. It was like a supernatural, like a feudal Japan / somewhat horror anime. And I saw that because it come from being pirated, and it was this, and people were pirating these animes in the stores, literally. So I was watching that, and my parents and everybody at the time didn't really mind until they found out, and that there was piracy, and the media caught us, snitched us. Basically, local news, we got snitched. Somebody snitched us, and we hope, but we find that nigga. We find that troglodyte ass nigga, right? We find out, sabe, brother. Even though I bet you we did. Hicimos, tiramos una fueguiza, una putazo, bro, esa semana, bro. Because, bro, we had it good. There was such a time, bro. It was such a time. Yeah. I don't know if this is good. That's good. That's good. Gums. So let's set of gums like here. Like that. That works. Man, I'm trying to get the kind of gums right. But I try to so hard and led so far. But in the end, it doesn't really even matter. I had to fall and lose it all. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. Dun, 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 dun. One thing I had too far. Doesn't matter how. I forgot the other ones. I just only remember the chorus of that one. I I try so hard and led so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. Ah, man, I wanna heal, I wanna feel like the thought was never real. I wanna let go on the pain I felt so long. Erase all the pain till it's gone. I wanna heal. But to ever to go back, bro. God frames it in my bones again. I'm all over you. I'm not over you. I wanna taste you one more time again. All over you. All over you for real. If you believe, I'll be right here waiting, waiting. The 2000s, man. Y'all don't remember that, bro. I'm born 99, bro. I come from them eras. Some of them jits who are born in, so apparently in the middle of the 2000s, bro. You were born in the middle, bro. When you're born like me, when you come from me, bro, we were, of course, we were the first digital age generation. But me, 99, bro, I seen the technology change. I seen that thing. In the middle of the beginnings of the internet, when everything was all lawless, bro. You could skim through many crazy shit at the time. Many crazy shit. We pioneered, bro. As people like me, we saw the first pioneers. We saw the first, introductions to such genres out there. Bro, I'm a person that loved EDM, man. I remember the Mugen. I still remember watching that old. No, I know two Mugen channels on YouTube that I seen as a kid, bro. Harder that music video with some of the characters from that old arcade game called Primal Rage. Yeah, I used to be fanatic of Primal Rage because I saw it on TV. They were playing on PlayStation, and I couldn't I couldn't hold myself back because of the stop motion animation. Because I love the stop motion, the jerkiness, and I used to watch. I used to buy for as a kid from loving Ray Harryhausen, bro. Tell me, bro. Tell me. You need to ask yourself: have you ever seen the times change like me? Did you see the times change like me, man? Unless if you are born in those times, you were born from 1997 to at least 2002, right? Or 2003, where you exposed to the change of technology, to the first age of the iPhone. I have yet to hear those people realize about just how phenomenal, just how big the reaction was when Steve Jobs was introduced to the first iPhone. The first iPhone was 2007, man. Some of you niggas was born into, just came out of the womb, bro. Some of you were not even born at the time, bro. You were living in the ball sacks. I've been hearing about the first iPhone, and then came the big battle for smartphones at the time. I seen cell phone kids using cell phones after cell phones, and seeing even the rise of social media, bro. When Facebook came up in 2008, fuck that. I should make a MySpace account. I should make a MySpace account, man. Oh my God. What happened to MySpace? Are people still using MySpace? We should bring back the MySpace, man. I want to bring back MySpace. Bro, MySpace was literally the first social media to me. Oh my God. Crazy because we're all listening to Fruitiger era music, so why is the music so low? See that right here. Oh, you know, I should forgot to draw the Chainsmoker cat. The cigar. Cigarettes. Roger Rabbit. Dun dun dun. Oh shit. Mm, mm, mm. Oh no 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 no. All right, so then I got that. She got huge. I drew her with big ass teeth. But that was my attention. I mean, that's my art, my expression. Just just huh, just huh. I'm stupid, okay? All right, so that's for here. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, I think this is what Makoto wear. I don't know. That ghosted shell was something. But man, hey, that Tenji Muyo coming in. I'll tell you that Tenji Muyo. I might have to draw Tenji Muyo. No, actually, my mind is huddled up. But what I'm saying is, no, I am drawing Tenji Muyo. Usually Ryoko. Then after that, Tsunami in a bikini or in underwear and t-shirts, because why not? She's not real. None of those characters are real. Oh man, the fact that I was exposed to Tenji Muyo on Toonami, besides Satch Bell, everybody was exposed to Sailor Moon, but I was exposed to a set for freaking Tenji Muyo, bro. Tenji Muyo was the thing, and later I knew that Tenji Muyo was a harem ecchi anime because there was, well, not really, wasn't fully ecchi, but because of the fan, because it has fan service. It has fan service. Tenji Muyo, as iconic as it was, had fan service, and it was proved to you. Because they do have the, the bath scenes. They have their bath scenes and stuff. But because it wasn't like the characters were not extraordinarily sexualized. That was the thing. Although they do have the fan service shots, but in Cartoon Network they did the censoring. That's one thing what I kind of realized about the studios in Japanese studios, most Japanese studios, when they're trying to do a transport, what they do is they do a lot of scene changes. Where I realized there's a lot of people are, when it comes to animation studios, one thing they never tell you, and we never catch it, we catch our eyes, and I've kind of found out about it, was that there are scenes, right, in anime that they would kind of like refurbish or change. There were some scenes that if they needed to be censored, they would have to animate in a way, and this was all done by hand, mind you. This shit was like, most of the things that they had to do was done by hand, right? is there will be one animated short where they're naked, right? Well, if you do that, it's that's allowed in Japan and America Latina. Yes, Latin America does. They keep that alive. They keep it there as it is. So that's why they are so fanatical over One Piece. They're so fanatical over Dragon Ball Z because it's uncensored over there. They're so fanatical of that. They're so fanatical of Sailor Moon because it's uncensored. Um, but when it comes to like distribution in America, they had to censor it because the culture, some of the moral culture bullshit that they have, and including the censorship act over there and over here and stuff. So they had to kind of like, and other countries too, depending on the standards of other countries. So they would literally had to animate the censor parts. They would have to censor it by animating all by freaking hand. Man, you imagine the work you had to do after trying to distribute it to another country? You had to animate all that shit by hand. I wouldn't fucking do it. Honestly, I wouldn't do that shit either. That's too much work for me. Oh God, oh God. Like mama huevo, bro. You ain't missing me on that one. That's what most of these animators are doing, right? But back in the day, I mean, they did it with they did it with JoJo Bizarre. I think they did it once. They had to reanimate the a scene that was in JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. They did it also with Mushoku Tensei on Crunchyroll. When it was set out in the United States, they did the same thing on Mushoku Tensei for once it gets released in the West. They did censor a scene where I think some fat dude, right, a fat rich guy was handling or caressing a lolly character who actually was shown in various episodes on, I guess, even season 2 on on the series in the anime. And they had that one shot where he was just grabbing the ass of that little of the assassin lolly. And they kind of censored it by animating a limited version of it. So they see that, so many fans saw the difference of it, the entire difference of censorship. So they experiencing, and it was only a matter of time where the Japanese caught up to they did caught up to the the censorship that was happening here in the West. Because back in the day, anime was not afraid of pushing such taboos, which they still do. Anime still does that. People, Japan is not afraid of doing that. We're the only ones that kind of like are too afraid. And if not, and if we do push taboos or do push the adult theming, then we go all the way. We just get so explicit, very explicit. We would show body parts flying, right? Just like we did like in Zack Snyder's Twilight of the Gods. Zack Snyder's Twilight of the Gods, they had body parts, cuts, and guts just spilling out all over the place. But then sex scenes happen. And then, of course, they wasn't afraid of showing sex scenes. But we would, if we we would explicitly show it. And then put it over there. I mean, Arcane did it. In freaking Arcane, the show Arcane, right, on Netflix, which is the League of Legends show. They had a scene like that, but they didn't show it explicitly. They said there was 15 minutes of that. So we can do it, and we can keep it subliminal. We can keep it constrained without showing too much of it or something like that. But I'm not saying, hey, all animation should be adults. No. I mean, shit, there's even certain scenes in Digimon when it has a little bit of a fan service for the kids. Now that sounds wrong, extremely wrong, very graciously wrong. But that's the world they come from. That we're not the ones judging. If you don't like that, get the fuck out of there. Get the fuck out of anime, or watch another show. Go back to watching Naruto. Go back to watching Pokemon. Go back to watching Yu-Gi-Oh. Sonic. They don't have none of that. There's many animes that don't have fan service, and I also would find those animes that are anti-fan service. But in the end, they become fan servicey. In the end. So that's just how things go over there. That's the culture. And is the culture a little pervy for the sensitive people? Yes. And if you don't like it, get out. It's not for you. We are not like Japan is not like the West. And I'm not saying it over there it's legal for, being Diddy and Diddler. I'm like, dude, that's on you. Okay. And then we get to this point. What do they have? Yeah, there you go. No, what is that? Oh, there you go. Someone like that. Or actually, we're gonna go keep it gray. We're gonna keep it gray right here. Yeah, keep it gray like this. And then what I'm just gonna do is like that, baby. I still have some plenty things to do. It's kind of like oh yeah, definitely, sir. Kind of like smudge this shit right here. That's right. Smudging the booty. I'm smudging that. I'm smudging her cakes. That's right. Keep the bitch caked up. Even though she's nasty as hell. Keep that in mind. She's nasty as hell. Man, who does not clean up the trash? I'm actually surprised that anime, freaking Yani Neko, or Chainsmoker Cat, actually convinces me to not smoke or drink. After watching that and the alcohol addiction, man, oh my god, man. I'm glad that I did not. I haven't been smoking for at least. Surprisingly, I smoked for a year. I haven't smoked for a year, honestly, because usually I would be smoking once every 4 months, which is amazing. It's nothing, but I think it's because, but I kind of had to stop because, I just can't handle it. I just don't act right. And at that point, and I'm keep getting caught in public, not acting right over weed. And it's like, you know what? I mean, I still have a weed joint. I still have a weed joint, mind you. I still have a weed joint, but it has been out there for God knows how long. And the reason why to that is because, like if I don't know how to act on my own weed, if I do not know how to act, then why buy it? I can't. I can't give it away, bro. Man, niggas gonna think I'm on the trenches. That's trench work right there. Niggas really gonna think I'm in the trenches, and that'll be a bad sign for my reputation. And because I smoke, but I'm stopping. I still have a blunt. But trying to stop that. Mm. Did I have that? No, I think I did. No, I think I didn't. I didn't do this. Then I didn't do this. And then I didn't do. Yeah. No, I still gotta draw the eyes. So now what to do with the eyes? Your beautiful eyes. My beautiful eyes. Nice. Magua. Irie. What does that mean to draw them beautiful eyes? Magua. Huh? Magua. Me trying to find what them beautiful eyes, no? Or the Barbie eyes, no? Ras. Ras, boy. Trying to find them. Me finding out getting painting of them Barbie eyes, boy. La Claude. Chalice. Be a nice chalice right there. Barbie finding me a nice great chat. Me can't. You finally get to call up them being a nice chalice, no? Irie, no. Irie, boy. Rasma. Rasclot. No, Bomba Clot. Bomba Clot. Keep that in mind. So now I can go back, do another layer. This time I can do a somewhat of a shine, or I could just burn it. Yeah, right here. A good burner. Oh shit. The right. Same thing right here, blood. Right up there. Now, I had to do the I had to do the background. I forgot. In fact, I hate doing backgrounds. I really forget I hate doing backgrounds, bro. There you are. There you go. That's what I need. That's what I need right here. Kind of put that up there. Making sure she doesn't get too intrigued out. That was a little too much. Oh, I forgot about this one. Actually, no. Let me do this. Soft. Right here. Actually, no. Erase here. Hard round pressure. Color. Shit. Ah! Wait, god damn it. I'm just darkening even more. Shit. Maybe. No. Sons? Kind of like that. Doesn't look good. Okay. That's Yanni Neko from you. Ooh, shit. Right here. Kind of like that. No. There's times, I think, where it's needed or not needed, but maybe I went a little too far on that area. I'm gonna probably have to repaint that hair. I have to repaint it. Oh shit. Oh my god. Easy right there. Easy does it. Easy does it, sir. Easy does it. Easy does it. Easy. It's like playing Tetris or playing games. Crazy enough that I play that in my work because I'm right now I'm working at a FedEx right now, but it's part time, so I choose to be that way because I don't want FedEx to interrupt my works. Importantly, so I usually play like I take this job like it's Tetris. Like whenever you're working over there, you're trying to stack up. You know, like the job was to kind of like handle packages, like basically load or unload like trucks and stuff. I usually like try to play Tetris, but many of the people are also, right, but you know, like which is they trying to take it as importance and shit like that, but they also say, you know, like, hey, even though you're playing Tetris, sir, but you know, you can't, you know, you gotta pick up the pace and all that shit. I'm like, because you know, it's a fast-paced place. Okay, so I could do hard light. Hold on a second. I could do hard light on this one. Let's not multiply. Let's do hard light. Wait, Makoto had a jacket that has like this orange light, I think. I might be tripping, or maybe that's the just V from Cyberpunk. Okay, right here. Maybe I'm just gonna lighten up this. I'm gonna probably do a little light like this and give out the light here. And kind of, no, that's too much. That's way too much. Way too much. See when I get back. I gotta get back to the feet. See, all this too much. All this too much. On God. What I be playing, no? All this too much. I gotta hold up a second. Keep it settled. Let's keep this. Yeah, keep this settled. Keep this settled. Keep this shit settled, sir. Keep this settled. Keep this settled. Keep this settled. Keep this settled, sir. There you go. All right, right there. And then I'm gonna have to restart this. I'm gonna have to re-aim. Where do I want the shine? Ooh, hell. Oh. Yeah. Where do I want the A? See? I have it. Oh my god, I didn't know. La verga. Epa. Oh wow, I didn't even forgot to draw the eyes. Alright, let's draw the eyes. Yanni, come on. Alright, Yanni Neko. Yanni Nya, or Yanni, or they say Yanni Neko, or they say Sato. That's her. That's her. That's her. Like I think her like Japanese name. because there's a Yani Neko, there's alcohol Neko, there's drug Neko, and all that stuff. But they all have like their own sort of names, even though they need the legal name, the legal public name for just to be around in public. So her public name was Sato. I don't know where she had that Sato name. On God. Anyways, uh, damn, damn. I should add more detail on the eyes to give off this genuine, like, cat girl, like detailed eyes. I think it's just needed. But why does it keep having a pressure? Hold up a sec. Oh. It better not. It better not. It better not. Not one bit. So, be watching. She takes them laughing. Why am I talking about the Joker? Why is everything so serious? Huh? Why so serious? Come on. Let's put a smile on that face. And just goes at it. There you go. So that's the information on that. Yani Neko. What do you have next? What do you have next? Oh yes, Secret Buds. You know, Chainsmoker Cat, like, had a lot of people talking. I'm surprised how that Netflix is willing to animate and to bring out anything. As a matter of fact, Netflix is either between Netflix or HBO, who are the most raw and edited type of media out there. I mean, remember, there's that show, the HBO shows on HBO, like The Sopranos on HBO. That was in the 1990s. Hey, they were saying F bombs up, down, left, and right. So those guys, I mean, Netflix was just second in turn, but now it was just more worldwide because they used to sell. The first were a seller of movies until they started becoming a streaming thing. And Netflix, man, did they murdered Blockbuster. I know some of you did not heard of Blockbuster, so some of you did not ever heard of Blockbuster. It's an old thing. It's an old American thing. Some of you probably not knew about the Matrix. The Matrix. Yeah, the Matrix. Who here does not remember the Matrix movies? I remember it. I still remember the first Matrix. As a kid, I was seeing it on TNT, and then I think they brought back the Matrix, the third Matrix on theaters. It's not that they released it, because I saw the third Matrix as a kid, but that's because they kind of did like a, hey, let's replay this movie again kind of stuff. You know, much like they did it with the Star Wars movies and Lord of the Rings. Even though I did watch full hand on theaters, the Hobbit, Peter Jack, like the Lord of the Rings Hobbit movie, which is basically the OG, like Lord of the Rings. Before Lord of the Rings, there was the prequel, with Bilbo Baggins and I think that guy, who's that actor? Martin Freeman. That's the name. He played that Bilbo Baggins thing. Man, I'm such a nerd. talking about Western things because it's good. It's good to talk about Western pop culture before all that thing went to shit, thanks to greed. Thanks to the devil that barged inside Hollywood and put it some uncanonical entertainment shit. Remember, like, if only Hollywood stayed as Hollywood. If only Hollywood stayed as Hollywood. You know, they didn't get into such politics and bullshit. You guys are entertainers. You're not political activists. But they would do so either way. And that's the curse. I mean, it's so bad over there right now in Hollywood. Like not like the biggest dreamers out there, the biggest artists dreamers out there who wanted to do their productions and on TV or in the public, they say, I'm not going to Hollywood anymore because it's just so cooked. Hollywood is as of now, right now, currently Hollywood is the most cooked thing to ever exist in planet Earth. Like, there's nothing good going on from there. Only the independent movies that are showing up on they're showing up on theaters like Markiplier's Iron Lung, Amazing Digital Circus, the finale in that's showing up on theaters. There was also this other one, I think it was a movie that was like about an obsessive girlfriend or something like that. And then of course there's the anime movies, straight up anime movies like Chainsaw Man, bro, Jujutsu Kaisen, many others. Like, god damn, like how more can we keep losing? Let's stop losing for once. As a matter of fact, we don't need Hollywood. I don't want to see another freaking live action remake of a Disney movie. That needs to stop. That shit needs to stop, bro. But they're not gonna listen. They need money, but they're doing it so horribly. They're doing money a bad favor. They're literally doing money a bad favor. Actually, keep this part. I need that innocent, that nice little spot. Just, just that nice little booty spot, bro. Come on, bro. Get me acting up. All right, hold on a second. A little too much. There she is, Yani Neko, right there. But now I need to. Oh man! But if I had to make I had to thought of a background. See, I don't do backgrounds. Okay, I don't do backgrounds. It's not like I don't want to. It's I can't. I don't know how to draw settings, man. I'm sorry. I am not a pro artist like everybody, like what everybody think I am. I am not pro at this. I'm really not pro at drawing. I'm drawing the like freaking background art. Let's see how it works. Whoosh. Jesus. Bum, bum. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, wait. And then, I'm gonna have to find out. Hold on a second. I'm gonna have to look for, backgrounds. Okay. Something background. cyberpunk. Wait, noon, sunny, cyberpunk, sunny. Okay. Sunny sunny wallpaper or daytime. I should say daytime. Kind of like that. Kind of like the vestiges of just poverty, and because most likely, because most cyberpunk is like daytime, it is like nighttime, so it just ends down at night. So that's just doesn't go that way. Okay, how about cyberpunk? Oh, I think I kind of know the vestiges of this. Hong Kong. Let's check it out. Cyberpunk Hong Kong, but daytime. So, man, that's what it really is. Hong Kong is really, that's what Hong Kong really is. Cyberpunk 2077. I don't want a Japanese version. No, let's not do Japanese. Let's not do Japanese. I need a good Hong Kong. Or Hong Kong ledge. Hong Kong, wait, Hong Kong skyline. That's what they say. But I'm on the rooftops. When you're on a rooftop view, Hong Kong. Yo, I'm gonna be tiring your ass out, no? Something like, okay, something like that. Something like that, and then it just comes a message. I just need a really, really good one. Something by the mountains. Something by the mountains. Or something by the slum. Nah, it doesn't look good. But it can. Jesus Christ. No, it doesn't have the view. It's good. I know I have. Jesus Christ. Where are you? 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 Maybe this one. Let's do this one, and then I'm just gonna put mountains up in that B. No, actually no, there's no mountains. I need to. Jesus Christ. Oh, bro, it's not. Dude. It's just, it doesn't have. I don't know how to draw. Okay. Something better than you think. Maybe this one. Maybe this one. And I just have a ledge all the way over there. So let's take this one. I don't care. I definitely don't give a damn. And then look for you over here. There you go. So just take you. Honestly, I'm just gonna download you. There you go. Take your ass over here. What's this website? Unsplashed. Okay. Finally. So then I'm taking your ass. What? I'll have to wait. Hold up. It's taking too many files. That's why. This is taking too many files. It's got so many files right now. It's just like it's trying to hold. That's what you get. That's what I get for being an artist. You're just gonna have to bear all this. God damn, I didn't need to stretch all this far. God damn. And then I'm just gonna go right here. We're just gonna expand it. Expand it. Expand it. Keep it like kind of like this. And maybe I'm just gonna flip it. Ooh, that looks beautiful. Yep. Right here. Right? And I'm just gonna do the maneuvering of the skyline. Right here. Tilt it in a way. Oh. Now this is just the graphic designing me in the process. All this shit, take this, turn it to Yani Neko. Huh? And then put it over here. Yeah, buddy. Like that. Like that. And I'm gonna do something unbelievable. Perhaps unbelievable or not. Maybe I just don't understand. Okay. Here. See? But I still have to draw the goddamn thing. I still gotta draw the whole damn thing. Or mask and do all stuff. I still gotta do the poverty and all that shit. I'm just gonna probably make painting and just scribble it. Or I think that's just the splat. It's just the splat. Just kind of do like spots and splats. Trying to give out that dirt look. Jerry Derpstank. Right here, sir. Voila. No, not there yet. Yani Neko. Yani Neko. Yani Neko! Alright. I'm stupid as hell, sir. Take this. I love that. I don't know. There's something about that. Like, I drawing that one. You know, funny enough, I've yet to see a character who smiles like this. I've always drawn my characters who smile like this. This gives off like the Western 90s cartoon. Even though this is literally a 90s, this is a 2000s 90s American animated feature style. Glenn Keane. This is a Glenn. Even though my character style is Dave Alvarez and Trad Moore. Those two guys. Dave Alvarez and Trad Moore are my two characters that I intend to take my inspiration. Yes, I'm not gonna be the one saying, "Hey, I'm learning different art styles from many different people. A couple of people here, a couple of people there." You know, I'm going to say my art styles. I am a blend. This art style is a blend of two of my most inspired artists. Most likely, the artist David Alvarez, Latino. Former cartoonist, Latino, and a Disney animator. Former Disney assistant animator. And he draws this. And then there's of course other artists that I look up to. Patrick Brown, who's the illustrator, who's the guy who did all the GTA franchise illustrations for GTA, like Grand Theft, right, and GTA San Andreas, and hopefully doing an illustration for GTA 6. He also did, but also GT. I like the old version, his old art style, that type of stylized, kind of like comic book like version. And then, of course, my other inspiration that many people said about my artworks every time I shared my art. A lot of people who say that I don't know if I get comments on social media for this, but some way, somehow, I keep getting art from gorillas. So my inspiration is extremely Western. Is Trad Moore, Dave Alvarez, and gorillas. If some way, somehow. Those are my art styles. But if I could put some Japanese context to it, some of the detail I put is a bit Japanese, like of course the typical shonen artists like Akutami Sensei. I do want to do some shadings like this artist guy, Ishida Sui, but that's so much work. So I don't know how to do. I wasn't taught in that way, or I didn't teach myself that way. I was learning it from other artists. You know, Cartoon Kings, the Comic King, which is like who's a known. He taught us. I learned from him. I mean, he learned. He knows how to draw Vegeta. He knows to draw Goku. He knows to draw anime characters, comic book characters. I mean, I learned it from him. I learned that how to draw from that guy, Cartoon Brew. I think that's his name. That's the dude name. Cartoon Brew. He's a certified artist. He's certified, and I want to thank him for having the chance, for actually showing the world how to accurately draw anime characters, how to accurately draw cartoon characters, and many other characters. Tom and Jerry, Mickey Mouse. I mean, this guy drew everybody, bro. I learned how to draw him Death the Kid. I learned from Soul Eater and to Soul Evans on Death the Kid, and Vegeta and Krillin and this and that. I wonder if Cartoon Brew is still around, man, because I need to see his works. He's a pioneer. I remember learning to draw from him when I was in middle school. The ideas of learning to draw such characters. And anime. I could draw fucking. I remember drawing Black Star. Oh my god, yes, drawing Black Star. And a lot of kids, and I get popular with people. I have a lot of people like actually praising me. Because I had a bad school time due to my awkwardness, and I had to isolate myself. So I learned to draw. So I decided I'm going to just draw and draw and draw to get away from my reputation. And man, I drew, and people keep loving me, and it's like, yo, you're good at drawing, man, thank you. It's like, yo, I love this art, man, this is amazing. I'm like, oh wow, thank you. And then they actually, and I get paid to draw them. I actually get paid to draw. I was 16 at the time, so I got one upped. All right, where are you, Yummy Neko? So then is this the background? Okay, take this guy out and get your ass over here. All right. Oh my god. Oh my god. My god. Shit. Right, so now I'm just gonna do filter. Let's do filter. Drawing, filter, stylized, no. Filter gallery. I want, not that, I want fresco, I want rough. Nope. Something good. Nope. Cut out. I want brush strokes. I want to see the brush strokes. There you go. I want to see something like that. I want to see the stroke length. How far? How far? How far? No, too much. And here, I want to sharp it. Let's see. Okay. Kind of want this. I actually kind of want this. Yep. Let's do this. And then I will do a sort of black and white, completely fill that out like this, and then just go at it with the red. Like that. Or yellows. Are there any yellows here? No, but the blues definitely. Definitely. Let's see. But the reds, I only see reds come out. Right here, boy. And then right there. Oh, and then there's the purples, but nothing much in the purples. That's all, folks. Ain't nothing much in the purple, no? Alright, so then I got that one. Now to the bullshit part. Well, is this the fun part, should we say? Oh man, let's keep it positive. Let's keep it positive. What we say here in America, we say this is the fun part, which is the most difficult, we always say, because we want to give ourselves nirvana. I don't know why, but we do. Is the fun part. We have the fun part. Fun part begins. So it's like stricken like this. Or it's somewhere stricken like this. Like this. And I know everybody be looking at this beautiful view. Yes, sir. We looking at this view. And I hope y'all enjoying this view. Because I put in the work. I put in the work for all y'all. I put in the work for all y'all to witness. To smack it. To crave for it. To pay for it. To beg for it. Them thighs. Okay. I gave you this work, bro. Consider me as your connoisseur. Bomba clot, no? Bomba clot. I like bomba clot, yo. Bomba clot. Bomba clot. There you go. Woof. a little, it has a little bit of shadow, a little further out here. There you go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Take it from a veteran. Take it from a veteran, bro. Who does not want a cat girl in the trench? We all know this bitch nasty as hell. If you watched it, if you guys not seen the Chainsmoker cat anime, bro, you need to, right? Or who have not even exposed to themselves of the Chainsmoker cat shit, I guarantee you, bro. Um, yeah, she's on the trenches, 100%. She definitely belong in the trenches, or she's just addiction. But you know what? It also gives a good message. It gives out a good message to the world, you know, of what happens when when you're a person of, you know, of addiction. You know, what addiction does to a person. Actually, way better than I believe too. From they do it. They did it way. This anime did way better than most of the anti-drug kind of movies. The anti-drug, yeah, no, they did way better job than every average American anti-drug making movie or videos. You know, those type of videos like be careful, don't talk to strangers and all that stuff. No, they're not good for you and all that stuff. Mother, I understand live and well that you're just convincing me to actually talk to strangers, actually do drugs. Like remember I don't know if I remember that little character. None of you guys probably knew about it. There was this promotional character that we used to have in our schools. If you right, and it's about that lion and that lion, the dare lion. Bro, we let that nigga down, bro. We definitely let his ass down, bro. We all let his ass down. He said, "Don't do drugs, kids. Do not. I'm here to save you." And it's bad, right? But we've been ignoring every single rule of that guy. We ignored every single rule. We let that nigga down, bro. Yeah, that boy's suffering mad fatigue right now. I wonder they still do the dare, do that dare shit. Perhaps, maybe, I don't know. I wonder they still do that dare shit. But all I'm saying, but I know that yo, we let that nigga down, yo. We let that nigga down. So here we are, rocking the beat, rocking beat. What does this guy do? Oh no, what's this guy? What's the wet blender even do? Oh no, because it's a smudge tool. That's why. It's a smudge tool. Oh, shit. So I'm gonna have to do this and just no, I should just take it down a little down on the notch and no, I'm trying to take it down like this. Trying to keep it that ungrateful smudge kind of tar out in a way. I don't think this would budge, or this will not. Yeah, this doesn't budge her because she's lives in that poverty line. Maybe I don't. Or maybe she not. I don't know. There you go. Good. So I'm trying to keep it as dirty as possible. I'm trying to keep it smudged up as possible. I don't know if that looks good or not. I don't know. The light is too, I guess, but no, I need a. Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't look good. Let me try something else. Wait, no, let me do something more specific. Burn tools. Oh, jeez. There you go. This is not better. And then from there, from there, from there, from there, from there, here to, no, blue. Complete, no, actually do this. Just like kind of give off that, see, is Ghost in the Shell, and then something virtual, something about it that needs to give off that virtual kind of spark. Oh, Jesus. No, something way smaller. Thank you. Now I could put look, I'm gonna need to add another one. Oh. Shit. There you go. I think that part right here, but now I need a textile. I need a textile. First, takes it here. No, here. That. Think. What's the textile? It needs a. I'm gonna have to need some Japanese. I'm gonna have to do this. Translate. I'm gonna have to do a translate right here. Guys, seeing the last parts of it. Okay, English to Japanese. Alias. Yani Nepo. All right. Just gonna copy here, then turn it to a text. It's gonna be white somewhere over here, but no, this text is going to be vertical. I want to paste this under anything that's caught. Oh shit, I did not know, buddy. I did not know. Hold up a second. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my days. Oh Jesus Christ. Okay. Why does it have to go down all the way? Jesus Christ, who made this? And paste. Lord have mercy. Actually, no, I want it vertical. I really want it vertical. There you go. And then from vertical, I want it big. Kind of like this. There's no stylized or try to stylize in this. But it's kind of like that. There's no stylized. There's no stylization. Actually, they do, but it's not. It's not there. No. Shit. 2. Yes. And then I'll just put. Then I just put my initials. Or actually, no, I'm just gonna put I'm just gonna put my name. My initials in the bitch. Good boy. Ugh, come on. This thing's going slow. Bro, I have so much space. I wonder if they did that. Ooh, 2. Oh, 2. Oh my god. Since we all did this. We all did this. Together, 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 everybody. We all in this together. Once we go, that is not enough. We don't think so. We're all in this together. No, that's not happening. That is not happening. Yeah, no, that's not happening. That is not happening. We're all in this together. Once we go, I was done. What else? I think that'd be color balance. Right here. Dale. I want to be... No. I want to be buff. There you go. That's what I want to see. Ugh. Yep. Yep, sir. This is my thing. Yep, sir. This is my thing. Let it load, boy. Let it load. Oh, wait. Did I? Hmm. Oh, that's why. Something like this. Yeah, keep going. Yep. I don't know how many times I did that, but hey, I am good. Oh my god. This looks hella dope, I ain't gonna lie. I feel satisfied. I'm trying to feel satisfied with the work, no? Like I said, I am not good at drawing freaking backgrounds, honestly. It's gonna be the quickest one because I did my game. I literally did what I did. I literally did what I did. Drew that art, did that art, passed that art. Honestly, because Yanni Neko's out there. So there you have it, everybody. Yanni Neko as a ghost in the shell. That is my art. I will be drawing Ryoko within a heartbeat. I'm putting this on Twitter, on God. Can't believe it. I am actually going to put this shit on Twitter, on God. But actually, you know what? I'm missing something important of my art style. What am I missing importantly? What is my biggest basis of my art style? What is my biggest basis of my art style? That's right. That is... Ooh, Jesus Christ. That is right. Oh. Keep up with this, but also my God. Yeah. Yep, these lines, these little lines. These little ass lines. Need these lines so badly. I remember playing these lines. I literally remember these lines. Get the fuck out of here. Oh my God, yes. I forgot these lines. keep these lines intact. Yep, I got A. Get up there. You here, boy? Sorry, I got a little too silent. And get this thing. I'm gotta get this thing as soon as possible. I'll try to get to. Trying to make sure I'm getting this finished as of now. As of now. In order to get things right. Oof. I love you more than anyone has ever anyone, baby. My, baby. Little darling, I want you forever. I need to talk and talk. Oh, sorry. I got A. Oh my god, I'm gonna be playing Zuma after this. I got time until I gotta start making my shit. I think that is it today. Did I make that? No, I did not. I did not, sir. I did not. I did not, sir. How many people are now doing the Ghost in the Shell cosplays? Well, actually, right now people are doing the Yanni Neko cosplay right now. I am not. I don't know. I don't know how people are gonna be. I don't know what people are gonna be doing when they do that freaking Jimoto Psycho cosplay. Because Jimoto Psycho is basically like you dress like you're in poverty, basically. Like literally, you're dressing up in poverty. Why? Okay, got you. A little more than that. Oh shit. A little more than that, I think. Way darker. Come on. Yep. Real trench baby. Right there. And then it just goes all the way down. All right. Oh no. At least, actually, no. I want that ass to pop. I want that ass to show. I want that ass to present, to represent. Gotta represent. You know? I want that ass to represent. Thing that is right there. I'm surprised they did a good job of this. Actually, I'm surprised. Holy shit. I thought I never did it. Cause I've been backed off, bro. I have been completely backed out of art. I was in the middle of it. I sketched, mind you, I did sketched, but the sketches were just, to me, were not worthy. Honestly, they were not worthy. I forgot to still finish the other OC, the Anich OC, in of the yeah, that Anich OC. I just had that one last character to draw black and white. And you don't think I could draw that? Yeah, I think I could do it. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's save this. I'm gonna save this. It's gonna be a long save. I'll tell you that. Let's save. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. I'll say that shit, and then we'll be over here on our way to the other characters. I think I did her. There you go. Finish that one once and for all. Mm-hmm. 3. There you go. There you go. Okay. Where are you? Okay, 1. So I'm gonna do that one. Let's do that one. Mm-hmm. Part 4. So let's do this one finally. So I kind of lost my music. Stay my music up. So right here, let's finish her up once and for all. This OC it's still in a process, of how this character will be, because this character is going to transform. This character is going to transform. It's going to be evolving and evolving and evolving. But I keeping him the lore, unless I change the lore. But I do want to draw that character. Oh yeah, I just forgot to draw the her damsel in distress too, because I did set it on Instagram, the description of what that character is, what's her damsel in distress and shit. I have to. Oh my gosh, she has the. kind of has this right here. And then let's put it this way. Now, no character, no Mayan girl would ever have this type of clothing. Not because that it's not appropriate. No, it's because these clothings that she's wearing are actually men. This is actually worn by men. If like none of you think like I'm telling you 100% this type of clothing actually does not used to be worn by male warriors during the empire. Usually most Native Americans had this type of like wardrobe. The only part that is woman like is just the poncho. This wardrobe is entirely male. Like the rest is like the padding, the stop, some of the dressing on the legs and the sandals and the bracelets are all male like. Because this is a character who's using male like mercenary. She's like a mercenary, fictional mercenary, like Mayan mercenary. Mind you, so this type of dress, like this is not my intention of trying to effeminate me. No, these are facts. No, the men stay men straight. It's the clothes wear that one you may see in waifus most of the time is actually once worn by indigenous men. Indigenous men who wore these types of clothing. Way ago, a good time ago. So so this is like a cross dress, something shit like that. Makoto, I'll tell you that. I'm gonna wear this. Trying to finish the shit up once and for all. That's all I'm doing right now. When it all, end it all. Have this Makoto right here, Makoto here. And then just kind of like something like that. I'm gonna keep those eyes. I'm gonna have those eyes. I'm gonna keep those eyes like that. That's the intended face expression. I kind of want to make her roar out. I'm not gonna give her anything else. I wanted the blind. I don't know. I like that. I like that. That's the ultimate face expression. Going blind. Just those blind eyes. Just you're really just roaring out at you after killing some people. It's the war face. Right here. Right here. Right here. All right, come on. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. So now I finished the Chainsmoker cat and Ghost in the Shell fusion, as you're seeing right here in this illustration. This is the illustration. Now I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna prepare this. I'm almost gonna put this on my Patreon too. I had to keep that shit. I had to keep that Patreon alive. I keep leaving it out. I keep leaving my Patreon out. Jeez. But I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna put this, upload this too on via YouTube and Instagram. Kind of like give off that. I'm gonna have to re-upload the Anish kind of illustration again, even though it's already there. And too, so depending, and I had to prepare for that. If not, let me know. Ghost in the Shell. Man, Ghost in the Shell, bro. Anybody react talked about the yeah, like the second episode? Well, the third episode is coming, but if it's on Netflix, I am willing to watch it within a heartbeat because I grew up watching Ghost in the Shell. I literally grew up watching Ghost in the Shell. No, without a doubt. So I do need to watch it. I do want Netflix to take over um that or get the rights to get the full series of Ghost in the Shell. Then hopefully I get Jujutsu Kaisen season 3, the Culling Games on Netflix. Cuz I got to see that. I got to see it. Damn, I be twitching like a mug, dog. Yanni Neko, Yanni Neko, Yanni Neko. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right. So, all right, all right, 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 right. Right here, boy. Right here, boy. He's like, yeah, nigga. Right here. I got you. Two. I got two. I don't even listen to rap music. So, it's all saving shit. Have too many files, probably. Goddamn. This thing is saving up. This thing is loading like a mug, dog. Christ. But Z, do you think I can draw like of all the times I'd be streaming, right? I have not yet asked a single damn question to all y'all. I just talking all my way, all the time. I don't want to fuck, bro, because then nobody isn't gonna pay attention. So right here, and then I'm gonna have to kind of like end it right there. No, I'm saying it ended by the coloring, not the whole stream in general. Although I should right now before I hit the 7:30 mark already, and then I'm gonna stop because that's where I really need to stop. There's some other important things I have to go to. Alright, so this whole thing's supposed to be brown, but I'm keeping it black and white for good reasons. To kind of like give up to separate two, and then to because I'm darkening up the obsidians, the obsidian blades. This thing, the Micacuitl, the Micacuitl. I don't know what's the word for this in Mayan, but like they have the same swords like this. Is probably the most freaking brutalest thing, the most vicious thing to ever created. The only defect from this brutal thing is that the spot is that the blades, like the obsidians, which is basically obsidian rocks that are sharpened out of a volcano, they chip out. Like once you hit your opponent, it sticks there. So it's not used for slicing. This thing is not used for slicing. This thing is used to tear flesh, to rip things out. Ouch. I mean, and mind you, these people who use these weapons are either nearly ass naked or shirtless because of the heat and destiny. I mean, we're talking brutal. I mean, that thing is just heavy. You're talking literally people who are just in a bit of either some of the loincloth tribalistically. or just out there, right? And just shirtless, just without a shirt, without any armor, just you with that weapon alone, just cutting up bodies, tearing up bodies. It is it's brutal. It's a brutal thing. I'm telling you, the jungle warfare is scarier than freaking like typical desert warfare. Why is that? It's because it's the jungle, bro. Like you got there's so many different things you're about to die. So many different things you're bound to die. And I mean, you don't see what happened in the Vietnam War. We lost. We were not ready for the willpower and the viciousness of Vietnam. We lost that war because we're not used to jungles. We fake. Matter of fact, we lost so hard that we know that we had to learn to. We had the Vietnamese to help us get trained, like to train us for it. Tell you, the jungle is not a pretty place to be, and jungles in the global south are the reason why they don't want to have nothing to do with us. I mean, despite the whole history of colonialism, the Japanese in me. I mean, you have not heard of the Ramri massacre as well, bro. If we don't kill you, then Mother Nature will over there in our homelands. If we don't kill you, Mother Nature will. That's just the key. That's just the truth. If we don't kill you, it's Mother Nature. I mean, think of the Ramri massacre over there during World War II. I don't know, either 1,000 crocodiles died, but like eating at least 300 Japanese soldiers. 300. Imagine the horrifying screams you heard in the in the war, in the jungles at night, because it was Ramri, because saltwater crocodiles kill humans. Yes, crocodiles do hunt human beings. They don't care. There's not been a kill on, like a actual like prevention of kill on sight over crocodiles, because they do kill human beings. Because I, as Element Reptile, I'm the man. I am Element Reptile. That I'm gonna say this. It's true. You should, but for me, even though I'm not an advocate for that shit, no. As Element Reptile, as a person who is a lover of reptiles, I don't advocate for it, even though it is a necessity. Because yes, crocodiles do kill you. They do kill you. But damn, you don't have to go ballistic to the species all the time. Sometimes crocodiles are just animals that are trying to survive, and they just want to be left alone. Steve Irwin taught you the world that. Stop being mistaken crocodiles as demons. They're just trying to survive. Every reptile on Earth has been the most hated. And that's why I consider myself as Element Reptile. Because I was castrated out of society, just like reptiles. Reptiles are always feared, always secluded, always demonized. So demonized. Why? What did they ever done to us? Why are we so afraid of the reptiles? Sure, yes, there are reptiles that do hunt us, like the crocodiles, and they're a threat, yes. But are all of the reptiles, including the most simple little tortoise, is a threat to humanity? Is a tortoise a threat to humanity? Is a typical corn snake a threat to humanity? Is the typical iguana, chameleon, monitor lizard, the false water cobra, which is a mild venomous snake, a snake that doesn't kill you, but Does the typical ball python that you use as pet is a threat to you? Am I a threat to you? I ask of you, am I a threat to you? Because I'm element reptile. Those are the questions I'm going to ask that, and I stand by that. If crocodiles are so much of a threat, in which they are, then do you still consider me as a threat and other reptiles as a threat? They've been demonized for so much. We demonize, bro. The world demonizes reptiles, just like how they That's how as they secluded and castrate people of neurodivergence. That's why I'm considering myself as the lizard. Foxes and wolves are always the ones that hunt the lizard, that hunt the sheep. But the sheep, right, would also hunt another animal. It would be the lizards. And why lizards? Because they're the minority. They're lesser known. They're smaller. They are just inferior. So they eat us. Just like the foxes and the wolves. And I'm saying this as an analogy. An analogy that has been said by Malcolm X. Who are the foxes and who are the wolves? Well, who are the foxes and who are the wolves? The foxes, well, first off, the wolves are bullies who are upfront to your face, who are people who are oblivious and say things obliviously, and they let you know that they're here to come after you. They bite you with their teeth. They show their teeth because they're aggressive, because they're blunt. They're straight at you. And they have their very excuses to show their pride against you. While the fox is sly. They do come after you, but in a way to either make you feel stupid or manipulate you. Oh, yeah, they do. I've been through that. I absolutely been through that. 100%. On both sides. And I seen the different viewpoints of who I'm getting used by or who is completely attacking me just up front. And those two will do the same things as they do with others. And who are those type of people? Are the ones that they're attacking. The sheep. The sheep are the ones always running away, chasing from or being hunted by the predators, the foxes and the wolves. Who are those two peoples? Politically, socially, culturally, and personality. But the sheep or the ducks, the sitting ducks, come after another people whenever there's a moment. Just like the fox and the wolves. Who they come after? Me. I'm neurodivergent. They come after me, where I call myself the lizards. And lizards, because the way they think, the way they dress, the way they act, the way they see the things, the way they have their own opinions, we're like a rare Pokemon. If we are being seen as negative, my friend, we are completely hunted to an oblivion. This happened way long ago when I was a kid. There are people in high school long ago in the 2000s that a lot of neurodivergent people committed suicide. A lot of people, some of those neurodivergent kids would be school shooters because they'd be completely harassed by foxes or by wolves and they couldn't handle it. Yep. They're lizards. People who are on the spectrum like me are considered lizards because they're so completely alternative they couldn't understand. We move differently. That's why we wind up being loners, and most reptiles are loners. Most snakes are alone. They hunt alone. Perhaps not crocodiles or monitor lizards, but they do at some point run alone, not in packs. Wolves hunt in packs. Foxes can be alone, but they can also sometimes hunt in packs. The sheep are an entire pack that foxes and wolves hunt, meaning people who are upfront versus those who are sneaky, who are passive aggressive. And then they always attacking those who are neutral minded, those who don't want to be sided with those people, sided with a kind of personality. But all three of them go after those who are of a different brain, of a different thinking alternative. And that is why I am element reptile, because I am the alternative. I am the one castrated out. I am the one that is seen, maybe not really seen like as a bad weirdo, as a bad person, not really, but by the culture that I hail by, is just too, how to say this, too unknown to the whole, to the normal eye. Much like every anime weeb, every nerd, every furry, every scaly, every unfortunately, yes, true, every lolicon out there, yes, every LARPer, live action role playing, they all been castrated. Some of the people who are from prisons, there are also people who are castrated. They're all reptiles, like me. And that is why, as the end of the day, I finally did Anich, the new uploaded things I'm doing. I will send these two artworks coming by, and I hope you guys enjoy this, everybody. I am Element Reptile. We see each other. You bless BB.